Be sure to check the timestamps in the description to easily navigate the video. And welcome back to Lycan Studios. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. So today we're going to actually be talking about the fate of Cersei Lannister Part 2. I know it's been quite a while. I should have done this earlier, but like you guys know, all that YouTube stuff happened. And then actually, I don't know if you guys can see this cord that goes to my microphone that connects it to my audio interface. It's an XLR cable. Mine, I guess, actually shorted out. So just been waiting on the replacement. It finally got here today, along with this awesome shirt. What do you guys think? It's got like the three main house logos on it from Game of Thrones. I think it looks pretty sick, but nonetheless, yeah, we're finally getting into Cersei Part 2, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I also just wanted to give the shout out of the video real quick. I got it on my phone. Today, it's going to House Milton. Huge shout out to him. Everybody say Milton. House Milton, you're awesome. He's been here since pretty much the beginning, always liking, commenting. You guys know all the good stuff, so everybody show him some love. I really appreciate it, man. And last but not least, I just want to let you guys know that I actually made a Snapchat. I'll put like the link or the picture or whatever it is up on the screen right now so you guys can add it if you want to. I'm talking to pretty much all you guys on there. I think like I basically got it set up to where I'm sending out a message as soon as you add me or whatever, just thanking you for the support and stuff, and then you guys can keep a conversation going with me if you want to. I'll reply like as soon as I can. Just love talking to you guys, getting to know you guys and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's gonna be pretty awesome. You guys will be able to see like my life and things that I'm doing that doesn't really involve like YouTube and Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So it should be interesting. But all right, enough of that chatter. Let's talk about the fate of Cersei Lannister Part 2. Oh, I also wanted to tell you guys that we are just going to do this face-to-face. I may throw a couple videos and clips in there, but as of right now, since I really don't know which way this YouTube thing's going to swing, I think I want to make videos like this for this whole month, just in case I have to delete the rest of my videos. But nonetheless, let's talk about some stuff that I think will definitely go down with Cersei. So number one, like I mentioned in the part 1 video, I think she's going to die. I really just don't see any way around it. I don't see how she lives. Maybe they keep her in prison. Maybe she, I don't know, just like leaves. I don't see it happening though. I think she's going to die. And number 2, I think her baby is going to die. Obviously, if she dies, her baby's going to die. Probably because the time span just isn't long enough for them to really figure out anything to do with that. So nonetheless, I think she's going to die. I think the baby's going to die. I don't know if it's going to be with her when she dies or if it's just going to be a miscarriage. I think that's probably the best bet. That's probably like the least gory when it comes to a baby's death, I guess. But I feel like they will probably just miscarriage the baby right off the bat, and then they'll go from there with Cersei. So the way that she's going to die. So I feel like she's going to make it for most of season 8. I seen an article where a lot of people apparently think that she's going to be one of the first characters that dies, and I definitely don't see that happening. Like Cersei is like the main antagonist, I think, of this story. I don't think it's the Night King, considering the Night King isn't even really in the books. So I feel like Cersei is definitely who they started with as kind of the villain and who they're going to end with as the villain. I even had this one comment on part 1 saying that she's really not like evil, but I don't really see how you could say that. Like, yes, she is kind of just doing like what she has to or what she thinks she has to survive, but you can't like, you're evil if you wipe out a bunch of innocent people. I don't care what you say. If you are okay with someone pushing a kid out of a tower just because he's seen you and might expose your secret, like, you're evil. I don't care what you say. Just kind of a follow-up on that. But all right, so nonetheless, I feel like she's going to make it kind of towards like the end of the season. Like I said, I think she's the main bad guy. They'll already have like the Night King and stuff defeated. And then like, okay, what I want to happen is I think Arya getting the kill would be absolutely amazing. Like, I think the Night King has to go to Jon, of course. So I just feel like Arya getting to actually kill the king, like, that would be absolutely insane. Like, I don't think Sansa is really, like, I don't think she is capable. Well, she probably could, but I don't feel like she's really capable of making a big kill like that. She probably would if the queen was right in front of her, but I just feel like it's Arya that's kind of out, like, for vengeance. You know what I mean? I think the rabbit's trying to drink some water, but yeah, I feel like Arya and Jon are like the two Starks that really just, I don't know, they deserve a good kill. So I feel like Jon's gonna get the Night King, and then Arya should definitely get Cersei. I don't know if it's going to pan out like that, but that's what I want to happen. I think she could use Tyrion's face or, I don't know, Jaime's face, kind of like, you know, fulfill the Valonqar prophecy that wasn't really in the show, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, it would be absolutely amazing. If I had to put money on it, I would probably say that Jaime actually gets the kill somehow. Like, I think that would be pretty crazy. But it kind of puts me, I don't know, like, it's so hard to figure these things out or even to think about these things, because I feel like Jaime probably won't make it to the end of season 8. I just don't feel like it'll happen. I think he's going to die kind of dealing with the Night King. Like, I don't think he's going to make it after that. So if Cersei's there, how could Jaime possibly kill her? So I don't know. I think I might just put my money on Arya. I think it would be really, really cool. What do you guys think about that? I was actually listening to that again, and I think I said king when I should have said queen. So if you caught that, I do apologize. But anyways, something else that I could see happening is actually Daenerys killing her somehow during the Battle of King's Landing. Maybe she ends up roasting her with a dragon. Maybe she lands, and you know, it'd be awesome if Cersei was actually eaten by a dragon. That would be fantastic. But yeah, so like in the prophecy, thinking about it, Maggie the Frog actually says something like, you will be queen for a while, but you will be cast down by a younger, more beautiful queen. So a lot of people kind of think that they're talking about the Tyrell, or Marjorie Tyrell. But if you think about it, Cersei wasn't actually like through with being the queen yet. You know what I mean? Like, she was the queen with Robert, of course. And then, you know, her sons took over, both of them, before they died. And then she kind of got it back. So technically she wasn't really cast down by Marjorie. If you think about it, I think it could be Daenerys. I definitely think it could be Daenerys. And that could be something that they kind of let Daenerys get the kill somehow and then kill Daenerys off. I'm not too sure. There's so many different ways that this could go. It boggles my mind. But the last thing that I want to mention before we start talking about some of the comments that you guys left in part 1 is that I do not think that she's going to team up with the Night King in any way, shape, or form. Like, I just don't see it happening. They would have to do so much character development on the Night King, which I think they're going to have to do a little bit anyways, because I don't really feel like they can kind of just leave us hanging with what he really wants and stuff like that. But just to think that she could actually hold a meeting with the Night King without, you know, being killed would kind of blow my mind. Like, I just don't see it happening. I don't see how she's going to end up being the Night Queen that a lot of people think could happen, but I guess you never know. I mean, they could take this in kind of a completely different way. I don't see it happening. I feel like the Night King's going to get wiped out probably within the first 3 episodes, and then Cersei will be, you know, wiped out probably in the finale, or maybe the episode 5. So we'll definitely see with that, but I just don't see her teaming up with the Night King like a lot of people think. Definitely share your thoughts if you have any really good, like, I don't know, guesses, I guess, is all we can really say. Definitely let me know, because I do not see it happening one bit. All right, so I'm just going to be looking over here at this monitor, reading some of the comments and stuff from you guys. Looks like Storm just made an appearance. I'm sure you guys seen her for a second, my white cat. But nonetheless, we're going to start at the bottom of the page, work our way up with some good stuff. I think I'm going to put on the trusty reading glasses for this. Yes, I did have them right in my hand because I knew I was going to. Just hit the microphone, probably made all kinds of noises. But nonetheless, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see me. We're going to just try this out the best we can. But all right, so we have the Warrior King. He says, looking forward to the next one. Thanks, my man. We have Tamara. She says, Cersei blames Tyrion for both parents' deaths. Also, Cersei blows up the uncle in the Sept, and Lancel dies too. We did cover that. We have Nathaniel Stacy saying, since the prophecy said there's 3 children, there's no way she had a child with Robert. This is actually very interesting. I think she really just means like 3 children that live. I hate to say that kid doesn't really count, but I kind of just feel like that's kind of what we're going off of. Then Lysandros, everybody bets on the death of Cersei. She's hated for her behavior. Yes, maybe not that realistic. She is tough, but she kills only the people who threaten her. All the people died in the explosion of the Sept of Baelor wanted to kill her. That's not true. She can survive the show. Harsh people don't always die. Also, she is a Lannister, which means Lannister and the Two Roses War. The Lannister won and is the inspiration of George R.R. Martin. But if she dies, I would not support the Valonqar theory. Not enough gruesome. The apparition in the show of her body double she used for the shame walk. I'm trying to read this. I don't think their main language is English. Started to make me think she will be caught, humiliated, and mistreated by the Dothrakis. They'll bring her head to Daenerys, or maybe Daenerys will be present at her execution. She can have her baby out of the prophecy. HBO likes that, but he will be killed with her. Nah, I don't think they're going to do that. Maybe personally by Daenerys. Definitely not going to do that. She's not that kind and cannot have a baby of her blood herself. So jealousy and victory wins. Let's see. That was a very hard comment to read. I don't know. Basically, I could definitely see Cersei having an execution. That could be done at the Dragon Pit, really. So that would be very interesting. I don't think they're gonna let her have the baby and then actually like personally kill it. I think it's just going to be, you know, a miscarriage. Like that's just something like no matter what, they don't really ever show them like killing babies and stuff like that. It's not one of those things that's, you know, smiled upon on TV or in life itself. Yeah. But anyways, then we have Leonardo da Vinci. Cersei has the baby and makes some sort of pact with the Night King like Craster. Yeah, I don't think so. A lot of people really want that to happen, it seems like, but I just can't see it. Can't see it happening. Then we have House Milton. Great video, man. I'll be waiting on the one tomorrow. Sorry that took a week. I do apologize, man, but you are getting the shout out, so hopefully it makes you feel a little bit better. Scripts, clips, series, and flicks has been a regular on the channel now. I want to say I really appreciate it. They say, kind of questioning George R. R. Martin's ideas regarding Cersei. Is he taking us on a wild ride merely to leave a Lannister at the helm of the continent? As you know, he's already said prophecies are a double-edged sword, and a villain can be a hero on the other side. So it's making me question if Cersei lives or dies. I know I want her to, but I also wanted Ned to live. There's my take. Looking forward to part 2. I just feel like she's got to die. Like, I don't see how this could really be like a double-edged sword. I don't see how Cersei could even be a hero on any side, really, because basically the only person that's going to be left on her side is going to be her. Like, she's literally going to be all she has, and just basically the army fighting under her that really probably has no idea why exactly they're fighting for her, other than the fact that she's the queen and they would do it for anyone. So I kind of think she's kind of like got herself in a corner. No one's going to really be on her side. Jaime's kind of starting to switch. I don't think Tyrion's going to go back. I don't think Tyrion's going behind everybody's back, making that deal with her and stuff. But anyways, then we have Eric. He says, I agree that Cersei will die and she will have a miscarriage too, but I don't think Jaime will kill her. It will be Euron or Arya, but it should be Jaime, truthfully. I agree that it should be Jaime. That would be really cool. I want it to be Arya. I don't think Euron will have anything to do with it. I actually kind of hope Euron gets slayed out pretty fast. Hopefully Theon gets the kill on him, but that's a little played out. So I could actually see Euron killing Theon and then maybe Yara actually killing him or something like that. Connie Bigger says, or she could die by wildfire. That would be very cool. There's wildfire under the throne room. If a dragon sends fire into the Red Keep, it could ignite the wildfire. What if like somehow the Night King actually makes it to King's Landing and then Cersei uses wildfire to take out the whole army of the dead and herself and just pulls like a, I don't know, like another sept and just completely blows everyone up? That would be pretty insane. And then you could almost kind of feel like she actually went out on a good note. That would be really cool. Jeff Siegel says, really good overview. Thanks, buddy. The Lady O, the lovely Lady O. Hey to Wilson, always a pleasure to run into you. Oh, she's talking to Wilson, and then thanks him for his service. So shout out to both of you guys. You guys are awesome. Mary Hill says, crazy ironic question. What if Cersei is killed in childbirth, giving birth to a dwarf? Poetic justice for poor Tyrion, and the dwarf baby would be regarding his dead siblings, the Valonqar. Any thoughts? That is actually fantastic. Like, that would be crazy. That would probably be one of the craziest endings that anybody could ever think of. I'm not too sure how that would go along with her only having 3 children. I guess technically she never really treated Tyrion like a human or like a brother or like a relative. So if the baby ended up being a dwarf like Tyrion, maybe that's how they could frame it together, because she never really treated Tyrion like he was actually her brother and actually a human. That would be crazy. I would love that. I would absolutely love it. Amelia C says, first, as always, I appreciate it. My Jolly Sailor Bold. Good, as Littlefinger says. I like your characters, life breakdowns, and your predictions about them. I think someone's going to kill her, but that will be by someone who we didn't expect. We expect Jaime or Tyrion or Arya or Dany or even Jon or Euron or Rhaegal to kill her, because every one of those fulfilled the little brother, little sister Valonqar prophecy. But what if it is none of them? But the Night King is actually the little brother of the story. We assume that he was the 13th Lord Commander of the Night Watch who fell in love with a... Okay. I really like this comment, but this is definitely going too far into the book, so I kind of just want to save that for like more videos and stuff if we ever cover the books. I like where your head's at, but I feel like the show and the movie have completely done this already, and like none of this is really even going to matter in the show. That's just how I feel. You never know, but awesome comment. I like where your head's at for the book, maybe not so much the show, because obviously Rhaegal isn't even alive. Then we have Must Plus. Some of the artist drawn pictures of Cersei, or some of the artist drawn pictures of Cersei is awesome. I had to pause the video just to appreciate them. I predict Cersei gets murdered by Euron in a twist. Cersei loses her mind completely and Euron ends up not needing her anymore. That'd be really crazy. I was actually reading a plotline review type thing where Euron ended up being the main bad guy at the end. That would be pretty cool too. I don't know. I just feel like it started with Cersei, has to end with Cersei, but that's definitely another way it could go. Like, there's just so many possibilities. Then we have my man Jason Adams. Cersei marrying Loras Tyrell was mostly to keep the Tyrells from getting their hands on the North through Sansa. Strengthening the Lannister alliance with the Tyrells was just a nice byproduct. My biggest problem with Cersei is the same one that Tywin has with her. Me trusting you has nothing to do with the fact that you're a woman, rather it has to do with you not being as smart as you think you are. Tywin says that to Cersei. Cersei is going to die, that's what I think anyways. I agree, 100%. Cersei, this is from Selt for Life. He says, Cersei surely must get her comeuppance. I like the word. I wouldn't be surprised if she isn't even pregnant. She did tell Sansa a woman's best weapon is between her legs, and she lied to Catelyn about losing a son. I think Jaime or Arya will kill Cersei, but I hope she lives long enough to see the Night King and his army approach King's Landing. Enjoyed that. Cheers, mate. Thanks, bro. I think I agree with pretty much all of that. Except I don't think she would lie about being pregnant. Like, you kind of just see like the look on her eyes. I don't think she would really lie about that. I don't think she needs to lie about that. I think she actually is pregnant, but she probably will lose it. I would say there's like a 98% chance that she loses it. And this chick actually commented back as I was doing this. Let me see what she says. We'll just put her in the video and see what you guys think, because I don't know. All right, she says, oh, where's it at? Oh, she put this long comment talking about how Cersei is not a villain, or she's not evil, basically. She is not evil, she is ruthless. That's what she said. And then kind of just went on about it. I just put agree to disagree. She put, there's no agree to disagree unless you want to disagree with George R.R. Martin. He's made it very clear that the scene changed from book to screen. He's also made it very clear that the characters are neither good or bad. They all operate in a gray area. That includes Cersei. The only two I can think of that aren't fully fleshed out are people like Ramsay and Joffrey. So we're talking about the show, of course. Talking about the show, which may be quite a bit different from the books. I haven't read them all. But Cersei is evil. Like, even if that's just an opinion, I can say that I think Cersei is evil. You can say you think Cersei is just ruthless. But when you wipe out tons of innocent people, like, to me, you're just evil. So I don't know. I don't want to get into that anymore, but I just want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Cersei is actually evil? Do you think she's ruthless? Do you think she's all of the above? I can't feel sorry for a character like that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would feel just a little bit sorry for a character if they weren't evil. You know what I mean? But I don't one bit. But nonetheless, they're just characters in a book. It'll be okay. Agree to disagree. That's all I'm trying to say. Thanks for watching the video. Then we have, let's scroll back up. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this live, so it might take a little bit. Okay, I think, here it is. Connie Biggers. So she says she could bleed to death during the miscarriage. A bed full of blood sounds like there's a big problem to me. That would be, I just can't see them taking out Cersei or Daenerys in a miscarriage like that, unless it was something crazy like Cersei actually giving birth to a dwarf. That would be pretty crazy. But I don't see it happening. They're going to have to give those characters proper deaths if they kill them off. And I don't feel like a miscarriage would be the way to take out like the most powerful women in the show. It'd be kind of stupid, I think. Sunshine Roth says, Wilson, shout out to my man Wilson. Duke Silver says the Lannisters have earned their suffering. Order the death of the prince and princess after the trident. Sure, Jaime got his hand cut off, but don't push kids out of windows. Seems like justice. Exactly. Joffrey was a monster and earned his death. Exactly. Tommen was Cersei's fault. She put fanatics in power who imprisoned and tortured his queen, then blew up his wife, who he was in love with. Thanks, Mom. Oberyn was definitely her fault, falsely accusing Tyrion, which put her daughter in danger. Marcella was in love with the Prince of Dorne. If people take a look at all of the Lannisters' problems, they will find that they are all self-induced. Yeah, 100%. If the Lannisters stay in power, then this is the worst fantasy series ever, hands down. You might as well let the Night King win. I agree. I would much rather see the Night King win than Cersei win. I don't feel like either one of them are going to win. Like, I feel like we all kind of know that good is going to triumph over evil. Yes, evil, not, misunderstood or ruthless. I feel like they're gonna they're going to triumph. But nonetheless, then we have my man Mark for the last one. It says Cersei will be beyond madness as the queen of King's Landing this coming season. She's most definitely going to have a miscarriage in the opening season, or I think he means opening scene or opening episode, in her bed, waking up in a pool of blood, making her pain and sorrow, and then drowning in tears. I kind of agree. Like, I feel like it's going to happen right off the bat. She'll lose the baby. We'll kind of just get that out of the way, which is kind of crazy because we ain't even that far in the book. So what was the point of even making her pregnant, I wonder? Like, I don't know. For her to just kind of be pregnant towards the end of season 7 and then all of a sudden lose the baby at the beginning of season 8, maybe it has to play a little bit more. Maybe they're trying to get you to feel a little bit sorry for Cersei somehow. I don't really know. I feel like maybe it'll actually play a little bit more of a part than what we think. I'm not too sure yet. But nonetheless, that's the video. We're in like the excuse me, we're in like the 20 minutes right now. So we're going to end it here, but definitely let me know what you guys think. Sorry it took so long to come out. All that stuff with YouTube, you guys know. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys so much for all the support. I'll see you guys in that next video, which will definitely be sooner than later. Peace.